What a lovely day. I've got the record. The record's coming. Just bear with me. Bear with me. The record is coming. Thought I'd just show you outside this lovely Sunday morning. This is a cracker. I've just started watching these again. Here we go. Shall we start now? Wait for it. You know the score. Wait for it. Wait. Here's coming. Let's turn it up. Go. Better turn that one down. That'll definitely get a copyright on here. Wasn't she gorgeous? I suppose she is still gorgeous. She's still around, bless her. So what's new? I'm going to talk about Donald Trump in a minute. I'm not losing it. I'm still not drinking, but I've done this. Look at that. So the green screen as we know it has gone. Creates more space, but I suddenly realised, because I've set it all back up in here again, you can see here. So I've got to maybe do something to the end there and finish it off, and then I'll disguise this. There's my granddad, and that's one of his old rulers. No, he never used to smack me. He never ever smacked me, unlike the wicked stepfather. I might do a doco on him one day. Now in here, look, some of you might have seen this old Betamax. I did the research. This is a 1979-1980 model Betamax. This is a client's Betamax from, they're in Egypt. That's the camera he's using. I know her, she's a lovely lady, Lynette. So this is from 1984. So I got this, and then I started advertising I can convert your Betamax into digital. Yep. So the 60 there, and I charge $20 a pop. It does take a while because each tape is 3 hours long, so I have to leave it and let it run for the 3 hours. But I have to check every now and then that the tape hasn't been chewed up. There. Donald Trump. Everyone complain about this ICE group, and I've been getting people in the gym going, oh, you know, his ICE people, you know, I forget the name of the actual immigrant, the people who deal with the illegals, only get 2 weeks training. It used to be up to 6 months. Now it's 48 days. I still think giving an American with a gun after 48-day training is not enough. But he does what it says on the tin, does he not? He said he would do this if you voted him in, and voted in he did, and he's now doing it. So under his last administration, he had 180,000 removed. He's currently up to 2 million removed, and people, all these actors coming out, bunch of fucking arseholes. I'll get to them in a minute with the Oscars and their Golden Globes. I'm being a bit quiet because everyone is in the house today. Basically, I forget where I was going now. Oh yeah, so he's up to the 2 million mark. Under Obama, he deported over 3 million people. So there's stuff bouncing around at the moment that Obama deported over 12 million. Obama did, but that was including people they caught on the borders, all right? People trying to get through passport and then were pushed back. So that's the 12 million, but he only actually deported 3 million. Did you hear anything in the newspapers about that? About him deporting illegals exactly the same as what Donald Trump is. Not that Donald Trump's a good human being, he's not a particularly nice person, but if you look at MPs and politicians today, none of them And I mean, none of them are nice people. They all have an agenda. When you hear them speak, I don't care, even in the UK, Farage and all these people, their noses are waiting to get into your trough. All of them. Because it's a different political game. It's changing here as well. We've got a very weak Prime Minister who was sucked up to India. So we have a different globalisation here. So right now, you've got all of India wanting to get in here through immigration. So yeah, there was a big protest yesterday in the city where they do not want all this mass migration to New Zealand. I get it. I had to go through the proper paperwork to get here. Now, Keir Starmer again. I read something the other day about how we as British are more in line with America than any other country. We speak the same language. A lot of the original immigrants from, well, the people who stole the land off the Indians came from the UK, did they not? We watch the same TV programs. We have the same sort of culture in some sort of way, do we not? Yeah? You get on some. We're the nearest ally we would have anywhere in the world. And then there's Keir Starmer going to China, aligning with China. He's now having built, because let's face it, he's allowing it. If he's allowing it, he's part of the problem. This Chinese embassy in London. Do your research on China, what's going on right now with all the generals that are assassinating each other to get where they need to. And it's not a short game, it's a 40, 50-year-old game that they've been doing. And they're assassinating each other. And Keir Starmer, so I looked, there's been this stuff, The Traitors has just been on. Brilliant programme. But they're calling him the traitor. There's another word, is it treason? Is it treason when you are working against the very people that represented you? Is it treason? Put me a comment. But he should be in prison, or he should be in court. I look at him when he talks. I don't even think he's autistic. No, there's nothing wrong with autism. There's something not right with that man. For that man to suck up to all the wrong countries. Think about sucking up to China. China, of all places. They do not have a good record for human rights. I'm not getting it. I'm really, really not getting it. So let's move on. Golden Globes and all that stuff. Just remember, these people are just actors. I have studied acting. I've been to acting classes for years on and off. They tell you where to stand. The directors and everybody else. There's script writers. You have the lighting crew. Most of the time they're standing around waiting to get the lighting right. But there's an X on the... They tell you also, this is what you're going to say, this is how you're going to say it, this is how you're going to play out the emotions. Just fucking do it. And you get some actors going, don't you? Oh, I can't work with that director because he's really mean. So when they start to say they can't work with certain directors, it means they weren't doing their job properly in the first place. So all these Oscars, and I'm doing a piece on the Oscars in my little news show. Oscars, they just bought off the Oscars years and years ago. So now it's not just by the best of the best. If you think it's the best of the best, oh look, there's one of my little doves. He's waiting to be fed. So one of the best of the best. Hello, mate. Hello. You're going to have to wait. I'm on telly. Harry Potter series, 8 films. Now, ignore the kids. They weren't the best actors in the world, but they're not going to be because they were youngsters. How many Oscars do you think of 8 films the Harry Potter series has actually won at the Oscars? Bear in mind, you got Gary Oldman, Alan Rickman. You got Helen Bowen, and you got so many. Richard Harris, the original Dumbly Bum, eh? You've got all them great actors. How many Oscars for all the special effects and everything do you think they actually got? 3, 2, 1, none. Not one single Oscar for anything. It's a big, big farce. And actors are just acting. They're prostitutes that most of them keep their clothes on because they've sold their soul. They've been told how to use emotions, how to stand, where to stand, what to wear. Literally, they're puppets on strings. Just remember that. Don't fall for all this bullshit. The Oscars actually put Ricky Gervais in there to put them in their place, if you remember, to show them up for what they are. Just actors. Don't care about your political view. Just get your Oscar and fuck off. There, that's it. I'm not too happy with this because I want everything finished and done. Now, let's see if this will come up. So, see that? I'm trying to take the pressure, whoops. I'm trying to take a little bit of pressure off Duncan because poor old lad, after 12 years, I just go round there and just do film when he just wants to twiddle and do his thing. I get it. I want more. So I've come up, and it's been in my head for about 4 years, and I come up with a name the other day, Gazza's Garage Visit. They're not for sale. So the intro, I've already got 2 people lined up. One on the island and someone he's got a Corvette. That'll be a thing to do. And what I did when I went and saw my mate Mark, and that's on Duncan and Gary's Sunday workshop, no rehearsal, I just turned up on the scooter, just got off the scooter, the camera's already rolling, and went into it. So I pitched it to a guy who's got an MG and said, look, this is what I want to do for a little TV show. I just want to do something a bit different that I can do more frequently. And basically I'll go along on my scooter, camera's already rolling, car's already there, he's standing there, I turn up on the drive, we start filming literally before he gets there. I talk about him on the way. I've got my wife involved now. She's going to do some intro stuff with me, which will be a little bit funny, hopefully. And then I'll just start talking about the car. He will talk about his passion for it, why he loves it. We'll get in the car and then go for a little ride. And then I'll edit it all down. But it will be done in one smooth hit, so they don't get bored with me messing around with the camera. How's that? So yeah, Gazza's Garage Visit, but they're not for sale. I'll show you the intro. It's sort of a little bit okay. I've just added 4 different sound effects over the top. See what you think. Let's have a look. I can cut that down, but there is an old classic motorbike, an old car, a muscle car, and of course I had to stick a scooter in there. But this time I've used a Vespa because in Duncan and Gary's Sunday workshop it's actually a Lambretta. So I've just changed that, but I had to stick a scooter in there somewhere. So that's it. That's what I'm going to have a go at. Of course, I'll carry on when Duncan's around and done stuff. He's had an operation at the moment on some carpal tunnel in his hand, so we've not been doing any filming. But we will continue, but I'll be able to fill in my gaps doing that. When I'm not... Oh, by the way, why is it here and not in my media room? I got it working, and I had to improvise with a lot of bits and pieces. It didn't work to start with, so I literally do not want to move that from where it is in case it stopped working. And bear in mind everything in there, the grease, which I've reactivated so it doesn't stick, because the first one I put in chewed the tape up, and all of the old bands in there, the rubber bands, there's a lot of rubber bands in there. I'll show you. Look at that. They're still working. The reason Betamax didn't work too well, unlike a VHS tape, so when you put it in, here would come on a VHS just wrap round, and then that would spin. Here, if you notice, hey, look at the repair shop, it comes round and then it loops back in itself, so it's done a double loop. So there's one there and then it comes back in on itself again. They're prone to stretching and all of this stuff. All right, so that's why they say Betamax is a better quality than VHS. Yes, in broadcast terms. And they don't use this thin tape, they use a thicker tape in broadcasting, which was very expensive, and it was 600 lines. This is no different, it's just 240 lines, same as VHS. But they said, oh no, they stopped it. That's, I think, the reason they stopped doing this. But look at the condition of it. Isn't it amazing? And the only reason it survived, in my opinion, is because this is the original cover. It was originally white, and they've just got the little hole there for that, and that's it. So I think that over the last 47 years has saved this machine to live one more time. I would say just one more time it lives. And now you can buy programs. I've got an app I paid for, and it can start to clean this up, so it fills in the gaps as the fill moves around. It can fill in that line and some of this graininess. All right, there's Lynette again. But how's that? Unbelievable. Yeah. Cool. Anyway, you have a good day. I've got some painting to do. I've got to finish off doing that. That is going to finish off being green as well. It'll finish off nicely. Not that green, that green. Oh look, I didn't show you. I'll put some lights in here now, and they're on a thing as well. How's that? And if you want them, they go off and flash as well. Not that I want them flashing, give me an epileptic seizure. Yeah, cool, eh? There you go. Still not drinking. Lost now 6 kg. Getting this, but that does all suck back in. For you who are wanting to lose weight or lose weight, and then you get all of this coming up and your face starts to look a bit old, it does suck in. It takes a bit longer, but promise you it does suck back in. Been too long. Anyway, you have a good day, folks. I'm filling the little inflatable swim pool up for the boys, and they can have fun. And oh my god, it's 17 minutes. Ta-ta, have a good Sunday.